Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with Virginia Tech's head coach pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Hokies headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Carter. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Hokies! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a crease. It's Alexander. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready? Ready to go.
Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
Back to throw. It's Elliott. Under fire. Got a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Booster. 1852 soldier. It's go.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Adams. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Looking to pass, it's Elliott. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running inside, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keep. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back and...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage. looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Fires to the wideout. Has it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll run it. It's Hawkins. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. As we get a look at the stats, lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And I know last possession was really frustrating, especially the result, throwing the interception, but I think bouncing back here and trusting your guy. You're down in this football game. You need to be able to throw. You need to be able to create some explosive plays. He's got to find a way as soon as possible, man, to get back on track.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Standing in his own end zone, he'll uncork another one. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver going in motion.
Hey, move. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Return. Cubes. Where did he go?
Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Connection to the right. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Love the play calling. I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. It's looking really nice if you're on offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Looking to throw, it's Elliott. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The play-action fake. Here's a heat. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a third and long. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Elliott. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally in the 2nd quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. Caught! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Breaks into the open. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Makes the catch. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Caught along the sideline. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Alexander. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 6 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Missouri, chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. On target. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Throws it back. Finds his man. It's Heath. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fighting off the defender. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air, looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. How are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking for a deep man. Goes high to pull it in. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride at the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Vandy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Coming out with it, it's Heath. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Powers through the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Running inside, it's Davis. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Heath. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Davis. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again, showing off the arms. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hokies are in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Green. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Snap it to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Vanderbilt takes his 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He might want another play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A pick 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Well, this guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football now these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. He just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
Hey, he's been an absolute monster, and I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be this physical, man, this bodes well for this team moving forward. Like, how are you not going to depend on this team or call this team one of the best teams in college football? Back-to-back weeks, physicality. You can't stop me. You know what I'm doing. We're going to run the football, but we do it at such a level, we're still going to beat you.
This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Carter. He wants a big play here late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously, the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Might be changing the route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. That's caught. It's Adams. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air, it's Carter. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! How about that shot into the end zone? And he makes the grab for the score. The Commodores strike back.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
These guys are going for 2. They want to throw it. Pass is incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this